those of us who already live, you know, like you and I, we just spent over a decade in something in prison. You feel me? We grew up in the hood. We repped the set. We put in work for the set. So our experience, we already done developed, and we can look at that whole movie and say, I see all the lessons. You feel me?
Boyz N the Hood.
And we not the only ones. There's other people who done grew up too and have still lived long enough to watch the movie today and say, I see all the lessons. You feel me? Because Doughboy didn't plan on getting killed. You feel me? Even though in his mind, he like, I didn't care. Whether you kill me, whether you lock me up, I'm thugging. And that's how my mind was. You know, I called my attempted murder case at 16. I started claiming the set at 12. 12 years old, I'm in middle school. I'm hanging around the homies. You know, I'm like, yeah, it's 20s. You feel me? I'm little wooty woo. I'm just claiming at the time. I'm little wooty woo. You feel me? I'm writing it on my backpack and all these different things, you know. Now I'm starting to become more exposed to the gang lifestyle up close, because now I'm actually hanging with the homies. It's different from just seeing the homies on the block and they like, man, look at little Tyson. You know, what's up, fool? What you doing over here? You feel me? Or they trying to tell me, why don't you go beat up so-and-so? You feel me? Yeah, little Tyson, he down. No, now I'm actually hanging. So now I'm being exposed to it more in depth. Then at the age of 13, I get put on the set. So now I'm being pulled in even more. So now it went from claiming to actually full-fledged banging to the where I'm willing to squabble for this. I'm willing to go on missions for this. I'm willing to really cause harm to other people in their lives and their families for this right here. But after the age of 13, every single year, I was elevated in my dangerousness. Age of 14, I'm doing dirt way in a whole nother state. I'm in Vegas doing dirt. I leave from Vegas, come back to the city, age of 15. My level of violence and all that is increasing. Right. Now I'm going to camp. Now I'm going to camp for armed robbery. Now I'm really putting people in the hospital. Now I'm really got my crew together and we doing what we doing in the set. Our name is getting up there, our reputation and everything. The age of 16. Now it's like I'm toting guns, period. Not only am I toting guns, but I'm willing to kill you. Not only am I willing to kill you, but I also have a good fighting game on me and I'm willing to do that as well. So now I have this I don't back down type of mentality. Like I'm not backing down for nothing. I don't care if you 4 deep, if you 5 deep, I'm not running, I'm not backing down, and I'm going to show you that I'm the baddest, right? So Doughboy, he living his life that way. He already done been to the pen, he done been to juvenile halls, he home, but he's so much entrenched in the hood. You feel me? But in the end of the movie, he ended up getting killed.
Right.
You feel me? His bro, Trey ended up getting killed just by living in the hood. Trey didn't even do nothing to know. He just had a simple moment when they was on, I think they was on Crenshaw with the Low Riders.
Yeah.
He just had a simple little, bump in. Trey ain't no punk. He ain't no sucker. He like, I'm willing to catch a fade or whatever, but he ain't knowing the people you dealing with, bro, they'll kill you. You feel me? And that's a situation that I had when I went to jail. And that's the avenue that I was willing to take due to my mentality. So one thing that I can look at with lessons in this movie is the timing. Ricky. I said Trey in the beginning, excuse me. Ricky got killed. You feel me? He had the scholarship guy come talk to him about getting the scholarship going to play ball. Then he said, no, I want to join the Army. You feel me? So he's thinking about sending his life in a positive direction so that he could get out of the hood. But you don't know when that turn is going to take that turn. And them boys seen him. These real killers, they seen him and said, ain't that the boy? Ain't that the boy we got into it with? Yeah, that's him. And went and chased him down. You feel me? They not thinking about the fact that, man, he's not a banger. You feel me? He's getting ready to go off to college. You know that dude, man, he's a nobody. They ain't thinking about that. Their level of dangerousness is up here. All they thinking about is you the guy that was on the scene the last time, and we had some words. We fit to kill you. We ain't got nothing better to do. We could just go kill you. So destroyed his life. Doughboy went and retaliated because that's just what happens in the hood with gang members. But then Doughboy ended up getting killed at the end of the movie, and then you got Trey that's left over. You feel me? Trey was an individual, like a lot of the individuals in the hood, because everybody didn't go and pop that pistol. You feel me? But everybody in the hood had that moment where they felt like, man, I could just go kill right now. You feel me? And Trey had that moment where he like, man, they killed my best friend. I can go kill right now. He hopped in the car with the pistol. They ride. They like, yeah, we finna go handle this. But Trey, luckily, he had enough time before they caught up to the dudes to think and say, you know what? This ain't me. What am I doing? I'm fit to destroy my whole life. My best friend just got killed. What am I doing, man? I'm with some real killers right now. They fit to really go, you know what? Let me out, though. Luckily, right?
Yeah.
Luckily, Doughboy had enough sense in that moment to say, you know what? We're going to let you out. You feel me? And they smashed off. But what if Doughboy would have said, nah, you already in the car? Like, I done been in that situation where we already in the car and individual, he acting all weird, but you already in the car. There is no, we fit to open up the door and let you out. No, we on the mission. So that was his experience to say, you know what, this ain't me. But whose timing was that? That was God's timing. Because God allowed him to be in that situation to be able to see, like, man, you know what? This ain't it. See, everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people don't understand or can't comprehend when they have that turning point moment, when they reach them crossroads. You feel me? That's what I meant to say, the crossroads. When you meet them crossroads, and the crossroads saying, okay, now you can go left or you can go right. Which way are you going to turn, or you can go straight? He was at a crossroad and he took the left turn and say, you know what, this ain't me. He could have kept going straight and say, you know, I'm hanging with the homies, man. They done killed my best friend. You know what? I got to show them I'm down. He could have stayed on that path and it would have played out however it played out. But he took his turning point and say, you know what? This ain't me. And God allowed him to have that moment to say, you got a choice to make. Doughboy and them, they made their choice. They already rowdied up like, we finna go do this, because they used to kill it. This is what they do. They used to being in the hood, people getting shot at, they going to jail. But Trey, he had that moment, bro. So that was a lesson to show that God timing is perfect. And what is meant to be is going to be. Whether you on the right path, where you think you're on the right path and you're doing everything correct, whether you almost making it out, whether it's when it's your time, bro. Period, point blank. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Just like when it comes to me and you feel me? We was doing the things that we was doing, which led us to the penitentiary. And as we was in that penitentiary, our life took many different turns to help us elevate our mind to get us to where we at now, to the point where the parole board was even willing to say, man, you're not that same guy. Dang, you know what? You deserve a chance. We're going to go on and let you out here to see what you're going to do. But that was through us going through all these experiences in our life to where God allowed us to live long enough to change our minds and to allow our hearts to be changed to where we can develop into the men that we are today, and we could be able to be let out. But for a child that might go back and watch Boyz N the Hood who haven't seen it, or for a child that's being influenced by the gang culture, he thinking that's the direction he want to go, or he might already just started going in that direction. Don't only pay attention to the gang members that you think are the top-notch individuals in the hood, right? Take an opportunity to look at those individuals who left the gang lifestyle. And not only that, those individuals who was once doing something with the gang lifestyle, but now he's doing something different that can give you a different spin on things. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you might think that this is a popular thing that you want to get involved with. You might think that this is something fun, right? But I can speak for myself, bro. The poison that crept into my heart from being involved in the street life, being a gang member, bro, it's a sickness. And it will cause you to become hard-hearted. It will cause you to become an individual who have tunnel vision and can't see beyond that, to where all you can think about is the hood, to where you willing to go down a rabbit hole for this hood and be suffocated to death just so you can say that you died upon the set and you wasn't a sucker, right? But in the end, it's going to amount nothing for you. You feel me? In the end, it's only going to cause heartache for you, your family. It's going to cause heartache to those individuals that you claim to be your enemies that you don't even know, who just decided to take a different route with gangbanging than you. So now you consider them to be your enemy. But it's different. It's many different terms when it comes to this lane, right? But all I just want to say is, kids, while you alive, or young men, young women, while you alive, you still have a chance to change your life. You still have that moment to make that shift as long as there's air in your lungs. Whether you in prison, whether you on the streets, whether you in the hospital, as long as your brain is functioning and them neurons are firing off, you have a chance to shift your life in a different direction and say, you know what? I'm gonna do something different. Now, if you just an individual who just say, no, I want to go through all the heartache. I want to feel what Abdul Ghaffar felt. I want to feel what Bryson felt. I want to feel what all the other gangsters that came before me, what they went through. I want to feel that. That, hey, brother, I'm gonna tell you right now, strap on your seatbelt, because it's fit to be a long, bumpy ride, and it's not gonna be one that you possibly make it out of.
Definitely.
Because many people don't make it out of it, bro.
Like this, that's why we're leaning into building up this channel. For all of y'all that don't know, we on parole, full-time job, full-time college student, complying with parole conditions, dealing with a host of other things, grappling with this new world after a decade and a half. When I got that spark of inspiration, I had that decision to make. Do I just let this fall through and come back to it? Will it still mean as much as it mean now? For the world, for myself, for our family, and for society as a whole? We don't know. But what I know is when you got to know how to read the writing on the wall, as they say. You know what I'm saying? Like, God will present things to you every step of the way. Every day. You come across 100 and 200 people a day. And you never know what that person can mean to you. You know what I'm saying? You never know what this situation can do for you. You never know how you respond or react or choose not to respond or react can do for your life. Every day is a critical decision. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your critical thinking, you know, and a lot of times lean into it. We leaning into it. I didn't go to school for journalism. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to, I'm in school for film production. You know, we doing it as we go. So, but what people got to understand, what I had to understand is that every move we make, every thought, every action, every decision has a ripple effect. So even if this channel does not succeed in terms of industry standards, right, we are still successful because we have received numerous, you know, responses to these videos that we're making on how they touching people's soul. So even if this shit fall through, we still won. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching, man, like every thought, action, and words you speak, man, it has a ripple effect for good or for worse. And we're about to end it right here. You know, Abdul Ghaffar, he spoke on the movie Boyz N the Hood, written and directed by John Singleton. Rest in power once again. You know, rest in peace to all the, you know, the fallen soldiers who didn't have a chance to actually wake up before they got put to sleep forever, you know, and, you know, we're going to keep this thing going. You know, they got millions of movies out there and they not about to stop making them. They got 8 billion people in the world, you know, and as long as God keep creating them, we're going to keep having content. We ain't stopping, man. Last of a dying seed. You know, I appreciate you. I send my love.
Appreciate you, little bro.